Now, we also want to turn our attention to another story that deserves to stay in our headlines. We've been reporting it here, including this past weekend, fundraising efforts after Hurricane Melissa ravaged the island of Jamaica. It was so devastating, in fact, that the death toll there continues to climb. Right now, it has been raised to 45 people dead, and at least a dozen people are still missing. And if I have it right, somewhere in the neighborhood of $6 billion of damage. A lot of people trying to help in their own way. Amongst those is someone who is very well known for her work at Hot 97. At Hot 93.7 rather, in Hartford. She's a major Jamaican radio personality and TV personality. I guess we can say radio and media personality. We're very thankful to have Nikki Z right now, who joins us. Thank you for being with us, Nikki. Can you first tell us where you are, and let's start getting into how things look to you down there?
Right now, currently, I'm located in Whitehall, Westmoreland. So it's really in the center of a lot of what's happening.
And what are the conditions there? That's one of the worst hit areas. What are the logistics like for you there, both just to get around, or you're out there for a prolonged period of time? Like, where do you stay? Where do you live? Where do you get your water? Where do you get your food?
Okay, well, luckily for me, I was blessed to have friends like a very popular reggae artist by the name of Warrior King. He and his wife, Leslie, they had space in their home that wasn't damaged. Their roof was damaged. A lot of their home was damaged, but they had space. So I'll be here. There's no electricity right now. Everybody is in the dark, and they're projecting that won't change until March. I know a lot of people have been doing relief efforts. A lot of food has been coming in, but we have not really seen any government here, and that's not to place blame. It's just to say we have not seen them, and we hope to see them very soon. But we have seen companies like Digicel come through, a lot of influencers, a lot of celebrities have come through, and a lot of the public sector and entertainment sector. They've been really doing what they can. But really and truly, if you go a little bit up the hill, there are people that barely have been reached yet, because as people try to get to them, there's so many in between that these are people that we need helicopters. We need drop points. We need for them to get the resources they need, because a lot of people are talking about the danger, and people are on the streets asking, this is going to happen if we have 12 days and people haven't gotten proper resources. They haven't been able to get in contact with their family. So it's very dangerous. You know, I brought items like a life straw that brings 1,000 gallons of water one person can drink. Starlinks, people are trying to bring those in, but we need as much help as possible.
And we're showing some of that video now. I did not know what you just said, that that parts of Jamaica, including where you are, might not get electricity until March of next year. I mean, I know that Jamaica, more than some other Caribbean nations, had been wisely investing in solar power, but how are people going to get by? Is there going to be, will there be an exodus there? Because many people feel like if there's no electricity, that's really not livable conditions that they're in.
I fully agree. And once again, I don't want to place blame. I don't know what's going on in the government offices, but I know people have spoken of a lot of red tape just trying to be able to get the solar panels in. So that's been a problem. I've heard people say that to get generators just for now, there's a lot of red tape, and it's not that they're giving you generators. They're either loaning or renting generators. And this is what people are hearing. I do not know the validity. I'm asking the government to reach out to us and make these corrections, because people have a lot of confusion. There are funds for people who are homeowners, but once again, the red tape, they don't have Wi-Fi to connect to be able to do everything that they're being asked to do to get the funds that they need. People need shelter. You don't have to build a full home right now. That's why my initiative in particular, we're looking just to build shelter for now, you know, and then if anybody wants to adopt a family going forth, they can do that. But shelter is important. I just have a father 200 feet away from me right now that I met with his wife. They have 5 kids. 4 daughters, 1 baby who was born days before the storm. This is a newborn baby and a mom who just gave birth. They do not have a home. They're living in a 2-seater truck. So right now we just got the materials. We're going to get that to him to build a structure onto the next. Once his structure is built, he's going to help me build other structures, and we're going to work our way up. I mean, I'm one person, but we need plywood. We need something called lart. I'm learning. We need something called lart, which is another type of wood. We need zinc. We need these things. You can buy it on the ground and have it sent to us through companies like Hardware and Lumber and other companies in Jamaica that have online. And I know you're trying to ship, but shipping companies are backed up until January. So this is really serious. It's really hot and it's still raining, and we have elderly out in the open exposed. We have babies exposed. We have mothers who don't have help that are exposed. They feminine items, they're exposed. We need immediate help in this area, in Black River and everywhere surrounding, especially going up into the hills. We need copters. We need helicopters. We need help.
What's the best way for people to help? Because as you pointed out, the normal lines of shipping, maybe not the best right now. How do people get and keep track of what you're doing, and what are the best ways to help? Over the weekend, we reported that the artist, musician Shaggy, he had a friend in Florida who had a plane, so they were able to get stuff in. We also reported this weekend the Alvin Ailey Dance Theater had a fundraiser, and at least two members of the company, if I understand it correctly, are actually Jamaican, so they have their ways of trying to get in. But how can people support both what you're doing and know that they're going down the avenue that gets the help there most as directly as possible? If that's a fair question.
Yeah. Big up to everybody that is boots on the ground. Even Tyrese and I think Mona Scott just flew in. My top picks right now where people can donate to, because I know for a fact that they're going to do everything to rebuild Jamaica, would be Food for the Poor. Sean Paul is endorsing that. And then there's also a charity that Shaggy is doing. And Shaggy is always hands-on with Jamaica. And you know you can trust in him. Me in particular, I'm working on my Adopt-a-Family. So if you don't have a lot of money, you're not a big donor, but you want to make sure a family's okay, I got you on that. I'll be on the ground as long as I can. I'm also a military vet, so big up to all my veterans, once military, always military. So this is what we do. We are on the ground. Shout out to every artist who's on the ground and everybody around the world who's been helping. Just keep following. We'll keep telling you the stories. We'll keep showing you what's needed. This is not a beggar company. This is not a beggar country. This is not a beggar parish. This is a parish of farmers. This is a parish of people that know how to work hard. They need seeds. They need to rebuild their chicken coops, their goat pens. They're ready to work. Just shelter, and let's get them on the ground they need to be. Please.
Yeah, very clear. It's not a beggar country, and that the help is genuinely needed. Nikki, thank you so much for not just being able to speak with you, but for everything that you're doing there, and we'll do our best to try to amplify that. I really appreciate your time, and good luck down there, okay?
Yes, sir. Thank you very much, and bless everybody around the world. I know everyone is suffering, but just hold tight. There's always sun after the clouds, so just wait for this storm to pass, not just Hurricane Melissa, but even what's in the USA. My heart is with you as well, so big up to you, love the work you guys are doing. Much love to Ryan Christopher, always and always, and keep in touch.
Absolutely will. Thank you so much.